Hey, what's up? It's Deek, RelaxShacks.com. Just spent a couple nights here at the Live a Little Chatt in Chattanooga, Tennessee compound, and it's absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. I've shot a couple tours in this place. You can see the rest of them on my channel, and please subscribe. But right here, this is one you might have seen on the show Tiny House Nation on the FYI network, a house owned and designed by Brian Patrick Morris, and there are a lot of cool bells and whistles within this very tiny home.
Alright, I'm Brian. Welcome to Shangrilittle. I'm a hang glider pilot here at Lookout Mountain, and it's always been my dream to have my own heaven, my own paradise, just completely out in nature on top of a mountain with birds flying in front of me. And I got into tiny houses with one of Deek's workshops about 4 or 5 years ago, and bought a trailer and started building. And anyway, Shangrilittle is here. It's part of the Live a Little Resort. We have a tiny house experience here, and what we're doing is bridging the gap between seeing tiny houses on TV and being able to actually experience them and experience a simple life, and just be able to enjoy the finer things without all the politics and drama and all the stuff that you don't need in life. And so that's what tiny houses are all about. We built Shangrilittle. The idea behind this house and the design was that everywhere you look, you're outside. So where there's a sliding glass door here, there's an opposing window. If there's a window here, there's a window there, and all the windows oppose each other, which also gives a really nice airflow for the spring and the fall. Save a lot of money on air conditioning and heat. Actually, we've never had a bill over $30 per house here, so it's pretty incredible. The main design function that I shot for with this house was trying to make every space multifunctional. So everywhere you stand, there's two uses. So here you're walking up the stairs, or you're using the desk here. This can be a multifunctional space, enjoying the view. This might be a morning coffee spot. This is where you can sit and drink a beer and watch the sunset. We've got a folding work table here, so you've got a beautiful office view here. So I used to be in the cigar industry, so we had to have a good storage place for cigars. So Zach Giffen actually helped me design this with a show called Tiny House Nation, and it's a Spanish cedar humidor cabinet built into the staircase. So the staircase here also has storage underneath, which is where we keep a lot of our extra stuff, and it's just a really nice functional space. Even got some really cool lights here. Ka-ching! Changes colors, got a nice fade. It's pretty rad. The house at night, you can just turn all the lights off and the colors come on. It's just like a really cool light show. So that's a neat function. Didn't really need that big of a kitchen, but it's plenty big enough. We've got the burner and the convection oven, apartment size fridge, and this is what I call the lazy coffee couch. This is when you're designing a tiny house, you have to figure out the things that you absolutely need, and then all the things that you really want and could maybe try to squeeze in there. And one of the things for me is when you wake up in the morning and you're not quite there yet and you just want to sit down and make your coffee and slowly get out of bed, then I kind of transition from the upstairs to the downstairs. And then just to give this place a lot more space, we made a really small bathroom that's very functional. So the one standing space here, you're either getting into the shower, you're using the sink, or you're using the toilet. I've got some old cigar boxes that we've converted into cabinets for toothpaste, shaving gel, combs, whatever you may need there. But it's only 2.5 feet wide, and you've got everything you need. We've got a wood tiled shower here, and it's been really great. So the design with the loft was to have enough headroom to be able to get dressed, get in and out of bed. But I wanted it to feel like a crow's nest, so we did surrounding windows all the way around. So when you wake up, no matter where you look, you're looking outside. We've got kind of some playground bars to help you get up here, and it's kind of like being in a playhouse, so you gotta have fun with your house. We've got some secret storage hatch that comes down off the ceiling here, where you can put books or anything you may need at night. That's a little tricky getting back up. The ceiling that we're looking at is all recycled pallet wood. So we took local pallets from an industrial plant and power washed them, and then we stained them all with the same stain. It was really cool because we got all these different colors and different varieties, and then you take the pallets and match them up by size, and then it's a lot more work than it seems like, but it really turned out really sweet. So it's just got a really nice contrast. We're trying to use recycled materials as much as we could for these houses. This is my favorite function of the house. This is our hobbit door. My friend Adrian got this from a piece of wood he cut in Atlanta and brought it up and built this door. And this takes us out to a little French deck here. It's a 3 foot by 3 foot deck, which then takes you right up to a rooftop deck where you can do your morning yoga, sit here and suntan, read a book, and just enjoy life. So this, I believe, was one of the first 3-story tiny houses. You can kind of swing yourself back in there. All right. You can check us out at livealittlechat.com. Our houses are on Airbnb at the moment, so we have 4 houses. This one is called Shangrilittle Tiny House. We have the Old Blue Chair Tiny House, Wandering Gypsy Tiny House, and then we have the Alpha Tiny House, which you'll be able to come rent and stay in Chattanooga on top of a mountain and enjoy a beautiful sunset. So come on out and live a little.